You are listening to Peak One Sports.
Welcome to the Bungalow Sports Show. We're back 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh, we're on fire, dude.
I'm Cole. That's my friend Joey. We're a show we talk about sports on a weekly basis.
That's right.
We try to have fun doing it.
Only sports that matter, though. Like, we don't touch baseball.
Well, it's not baseball. We'll touch on it a little bit when, the season comes around. Once, what do they say? Once pitchers and catchers report, they say that, because pitchers and catchers reporting.
Yeah.
That means the season begins. Why?
He knows better than I do.
This episode of the Bungalow Sports Show, like all the episodes of the Bungalow Sports Show, brought to you by Betalytics. Go to Betalytics.com and use promo code PEAK1 and get 25% off of your profile there. And
Don't bet with your gut.
You can see... Sometimes betting with your gut's okay. And we'll talk about that in a second. But most of the time, you're better off going with Betalytics and all of their information that they can bring to you to help you make more educated and financially responsible bets. So
That's
go to
right.
Betalytics.com, use promo code PEAK1, and get 25% off. You can also go to shankitgolf.com and use promo code PEAK1 and get 15% off all of your purchases. And get some cool-looking golf gear. Just cool-looking gear in general.
Get in the golfing spirit, man.
You know?
You know?
Because their shit's so cool. You don't have to wear it on the golf links. You can wear it anywhere.
Yeah.
And it would look cool. I mean...
I like to wear it on my yacht. You know?
Well, like I told Joey last week, I've been hitting the virtual golf links.
Oh, there you go.
I got a cool little golf club handle extension for my Oculus controller.
Oh.
So I can hold it like a real golf club
There
and
you
swing
go.
it. And been hitting some bogeys real hard.
Now, when you wear Shankit stuff, does it go farther? Does it add 10 to your drive?
Unfortunately, no, it does not. And the VR golf, it's fun. But the thing is you as you rank up and level up, you can buy different clubs and things like that.
Yeah.
And they give you longer drives and shit. And I'm just like, but what if I'm super strong? Why can't I just use this driver and hit it 350?
Right.
Why is this one only going?
Why do I need to buy a TaylorMade when I can just use my Wilson?
That's what I'm saying.
And not get the same amount.
Because I'm super strong.
Right.
And I hit bombs. But the bombs only go 310 with this driver. But if you level up or buy some more stars, you can get this one and it'll go 350.
Yeah. You got to buy the packs, dude. The packs.
But either way, if you want to look cool doing it, go to shankitgolf.com, use promo code PEAK1 and get 15% off your purchase there. And as always, bonfire.com/store/Peak1Sports and get all the Peak One Sports merch that we put up there.
Mr. and Mr. November. Follow us on the GOAT path. Be some sweep daddies. Playoff season's here.
I'm about to make an order for myself. I got to replace some of my stuff because my shit gets washed a lot because I tend to wear my Peak One merch when I'm doing sporty type things. I'll wear it to hockey. I'll wear it when I'm working out.
You got to rep, dude. You got to let them know.
So they get sweaty, and then so I end up washing it a lot, and and over time it gets just stinky or starts to get worn out.
It just eternally smells like ammonia.
Yeah. So it's time to re-up. So I'm going to go to bonfire.com/store/Peak1Sports and buy my own merch. So you should go and buy some of it too. It's Sunday. We had football yesterday. We have football going on right now. The Dallas Cowboys are getting their shit pushed in by the Green Bay Packers.
You guys should ask him why he's upset about this.
I'm upset about this. Because not that I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I don't care. I actually like it when the Cowboys lose because their fans are so cocky even though they never fucking win anything.
Right. Yeah, they are.
But, I won't blame Betalytics on this, but I will blame all the other betting sharps out there who are just like, yeah, I mean, the Dallas offense has been what it was this season, one of the best in the league. Their defense right along with it. You know, they got Deron Bland setting a pick 6 record, you know, and all this stuff. And then you got the Packers, who, yes, since week 12 they've just turned it on and they've been great, but they're the youngest team in the league.
Hurts is putting the Hurts. No, Love.
Jordan Love. Joey knows ball. Jordan Love, rookie quarterback, you know, and things like that. And it's just like all signs point to Dallas going to win this game.
Yeah.
So this morning, I'm looking. I'm like, I got to set a parlay because my parlay yesterday was busted by the shit-ass Browns getting their asses kicked by another rookie quarterback.
That was just all hope that we had.
Holy smokes. Yeah, Browns get smashed. Dolphins get smashed.
Yeah.
I figured KC was going to win that game.
Did you see that game?
Oh, I did.
Like how, dude, their coach had the icicles on his
the icicles hanging from his walrus stash. Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
It was like, it was -5, but a feel of -31.
Shout out to all those fans who showed up, dude. Because
you couldn't pay me to go to that game.
Because Taylor was inside the box seat. She was
paid me a lot of money, and I would have went to
yeah. Do you like that guy with the sign who just said "I'm cold"?
Yeah. But yeah, so I had a Browns KC parlay yesterday, which was busted in the morning because the Browns got fucking smoked by the Texans. That one I won't blame anybody because I thought the Browns were going to win that game. My gut said pick the fucking Packers because this parlay today, Rams are going to be in it because, you know, Ram Jam, Ram Beanie, Rams are the Rams are my team.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be trash, rebuilding year. Fucking Stafford is a magician. Puka Nacua is a revelation. Yeah. Kyron Williams also revelatory in his rookie season. And they fucking made their way into the playoffs. And it's the Stafford v. Goff. It's like you could call it the Stafford Bowl because it's Stafford playing the team that traded him away. Right? But then it's Goff also playing the team that they got traded for each other. So it's like two spurned quarterbacks. But, you know, Stafford won the Super Bowl the year he got traded, so I guess he feels probably better about it. But so there's like a lot of storylines going on in that game. But I'm, Ram Jam, baby. So like Rams were going in my parlay. So if they lose, not going to piss me off because I wasn't going to bet against them, right? But my gut said put the Packers are going to win. Packers are going to win. But then I just got thinking about it. I'm like, don't bet with your gut. Bet with the analytics. Bet with the smarts out there. Cowboys have got to pull this thing off. What's the score right now, Joey?
34-10. They actually went up one in the span of time that we've been talking. So
yeah, it's called an extra point.
I'm just saying. At the time when I had previously reported to him, it was 33-10. Now it's 34-10, and he's just what I'm highlighting is that he's getting farther and farther away from his goal. So.
Yeah. So thanks. The little bit of money I was actually able to pull away from the UFC yesterday is now gone. Because of the Dallas fucking Cowboys, and that's the last bet I'll be playing.
Can I just say, guys, I'm not a part of the Bungalow Fight Show, but I follow their picks every time they do picks, and I win every single time.
We're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
And
I just wanted to preface it.
This isn't the fight show.
Yeah.
We'll have a little special segment talking about the first picks of the year for the Bungalow Fight Show because it was a special.
It was a good one.
Even though it wasn't a fight card that was going to blow your hair back with names or anything like that. That don't matter when you're betting.
I was surprised to see Andre on there, Andre Arlovsky.
Oh man, right? Yeah. Crazy. And it was a boring fight, but god damn it, I was really pulling for him.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I had the old man parlay because Jim Miller and him were on there, and that's combined age 84.
Oh,
84 years old, combined age right there. Jim Miller fucking pulled off a goddamn submission, which won me the only parlay I won of the night.
Wow.
But I also had the old man Arlovsky Miller parlay, and Arlovsky lost the decision. Boring fight. He could have won that fight easily.
It was an either or.
It was a fucking boner of a fight, but anyways, we just got back from the movies. We went and saw Aquaman.
What'd you think?
Possibly one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Better or worse than the first one?
Worse.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I don't know what it is about DC, but it's just clunky writing. They just can't. And I know Marvel hasn't put on any bangers recently either, but it's like
as a whole,
Grand
body
scheme.
of work.
Grand scheme.
And the thing with
Yeah.
Chris and I were talking about the Marvel thing the other day is because like I just started watching that. Have you watched Echo yet on Disney?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
So it's the deaf girl from Hawkeye, the show. She works for Kingpin.
Oh,
Bad
okay.
guy Kingpin. It's her character turn into I don't know if she's not a good guy, but kind of an anti-hero. Character. First off, not to be prejudiced against deaf people, not enough dialogue for me.
Let's get that out of the way first.
Okay, a lot of reading. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the writing doesn't hit you. Maybe it hit me a little harder. If it wasn't, you know. And she's a real she's a Native American character. She's a real stone face.
Okay.
So not a lot of emoting going on either to get you into the acting performance. I'm really
We're gonna get canceled.
Jesus. No, but the show just in
Ashton's
general.
calling right now.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like, come on. He sensed it.
Yeah.
He
He's
sensed
like
the racist hatefulness. Like, oh, no, nothing. It has nothing.
He's
to do
already
with either.
preparing a statement. We have parted ways with the Bungalow
I'm fine
Sports
with
Show.
subtitles. I'm fine with Native American actors. I'm just saying.
I usually rock subtitles, but if it's intentional, like that Godzilla -1 or whatever, when I found out it was dubbed, or no, not dubbed, it's subbed. I was like, I'm not paying money to go to the movies
and
read it.
I'll sit at home if I'm.
Yeah.
Wait till it comes out on.
Yeah, at least do a shitty dub, you know.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, Marvel hasn't been hitting any home runs lately either. But this fucking Aquaman movie, and the thing is like I want to like Jason Momoa just because he's a big tough guy looking dude, but he doesn't take himself seriously. And, you know, I like that type of character.
He was the best part of Fast X. I don't even know if you watched that.
No, I haven't.
But
see, in that difference there is that shit's so tongue in cheek now. The Fast and Furious franchise that it's supposed to be goofy.
Yeah, and that's what that's exactly what he brought.
And the problem with the DC writing, see, the thing about Marvel is suspension of disbelief is that it's a fucking comic book universe. So you don't take it serious. Like, don't act like it's they're fighting a giant purple guy. Like, it's a comic book, right? But they write it in a serious manner.
Yes.
Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So it actually, with character development and dialogue and everything else, you're able to kind of immerse yourself into it a little more because it's written in a serious way. DC tries to straddle this line of goofiness versus serious. Like, their shit's darker.
Yeah.
From a filming standpoint, but then they write in the goofiest fucking shit and have
it's super corny.
Yeah,
and
corny.
The first one, correct me if I'm wrong, felt a little bit more serious. And I feel like they did this. It's the same thing that they did with Thor and all these other ones, right? It's like he went from being a sort of serious character,
right,
to like super goofy. And like Patrick Wilson, I feel like he shined in that.
He's a better actor.
He's amazing.
That's the thing I'm saying about Jason Momoa.
I love Patrick Wilson.
I want to like Jason Momoa, but he is a terrible fucking actor.
Yeah,
he's bad.
He's like The Rock.
I went back and I was watching. I was watching. I've been watching Game of Thrones. I went back because I started listening to the books,
right?
And then I'm like, well, I'm gonna go back and watch and kind of compare and contrast. And I love the series. Jason Momoa took off because of his role as Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones.
Went out like a pussy.
Spoke a fake language
right.
and had no real dialogue.
And he went out like a bitch, dude. Let's be real.
Like a bitch. But this guy's such a great actor. It's like we didn't know because he wasn't speaking English.
No, it's just because he was. It's the way that he clapped Daenerys' cheeks. Dude, no, he got off because he looks good, right?
Right.
You know, he's got the muscles. He's tall.
And it was so serious that I think his goofiness, and then with like I said, the DC, right? They come from Christopher Nolan Batman, but the thing is that was dark and brooding. But it was serious as fuck. There was no joking around.
Did you like the new Batman?
No.
The Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson?
Oh, with Robert Pattinson. So they're obviously going back in that direction again or whatever, and more of a detective and taking Batman.
Which is cool. Yeah. I liked it.
I'm all for different, right? The thing with, like, the Zack Snyder, like, they tried to go super dark, but and then... Oh no, nobody likes it because it's dark. It's like, no, it's not because it's dark. It's because you're doing dark, but in a fucking really corny way.
You can't choose. Yeah, you can't. They're trying to do two different things.
You can't be corny and dark. If you're gonna do dark, it's got to be serious as fuck. You know what I mean? And just real dark. Like, you can't shoehorn in this corny stuff into the darkness. And then so I feel like they're trying to push back of like, oh, people don't like it because it's too dark, so now they're making it super corny. And the thing about Thor, like you said, Chris Hemsworth is a great actor.
Yes.
So he can pull it off. And even though Thor Love and Thunder was maybe a little too much on that side, but I think at this point,
I think Ragnarok was like the perfect mix of it. Yeah.
That movie was outstanding.
Yes.
But that's the thing is Hemsworth can pull it off because he is a good actor. So you believe him in the serious parts, but then you also laugh at him in the corny, jokey parts.
Right. He's like, that one time, my brother turned into a snake, and I tried to grab him, and he bit me. I die every time. Yeah.
Great. Momoa, not a good actor. Amber Heard, not a good actor.
What sucks is like everyone else around him, like even Dolph Lundgren.
Oh yeah,
was fantastic in his role. The Black Manta guy, I actually kind of felt.
Kidman,
I kind of felt bad for him.
Lundgren, you got Patrick Wilson. You got a bunch of good actors, but the dialogue sucked. The writing sucked.
It's so like it just feels clunky.
The CGI
and it's like,
sucked.
Yeah,
like it just don't give me any notifications. ESPN, I know what's going on. But anyway, so this isn't Aquaman Aquacast, but that movie fucking blew ass, dude. And I'm
the Bungalow Cinema Show.
It's hard for me to say that comic book movies suck because all they ever get is haters, whether it's DC or Marvel.
Well, that's
but I always like it's the suspension of disbelief. I'm going into it wanting to enjoy it, so it's really hard to pull me.
Well, I hate that idea where it's like it's not. Well, it doesn't follow the comics, and it's like, well. There's like 30 different types of comics that are written about it. You know, there's a bunch of different types of people. It's like
right, and different universes. Different
you know,
that,
it's like why can't it be like a lot of people shat on the Flash. I thought it was okay, but
I thought of all the recent DC movies, I was fine with the Flash.
I was okay with it too.
But the other thing with that Flash TV show, much better.
Right? Why didn't they just follow that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways. Aquaman sucked. Don't go see it. Wait till it comes home and then watch it.
Go see Iron Claw. That's a sports movie.
Did you watch it?
I loved it.
Dude, I've heard it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Did you squirt? Did you cry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Throughout the whole thing, dude.
Because I'm familiar with the Von Erich story. Like, if you want to know what that movie's about in real life, go watch Vice's Dark Side of the Ring. The Von Erich
because there's much more to the story that they left out, and they left it out because he was afraid that it was too much. And that family, man, is
cursed.
So
Cursed.
And but if you do yourself a favor, even if you were a fan of it at one point in time and you're like, oh, fucking wrestling's fake, just go watch it.
If you liked, do you ever watch The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke?
Oh yeah,
Mickey Rourke. So
and
if you like that movie, watch this one because it is the sadness of that movie mixed with, and it's real.
Yeah,
it's
real.
Real. Every bit of that movie.
Have you seen
real,
it?
Except for Jeremy Allen White's height.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing mostly because Zac Efron's not that tall either. And like
the Von Erichs were giant.
They were giant, just cornbread fed white boys.
Great actors.
They did the movie. They did them justice, but
the best actors.
You know the dimensions were a little off, but they did them justice. I mean, they put on a lot of weight.
Well, and maybe it's better that they got short because if you're gonna have one short guy, then you need them all to be short, so they're not.
Yeah. Next scene.
Anyway, so this week's movie recommendation from the Bungalow Sports Show is the Iron Claw. Not Aquaman. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's engaging with our clips and posts this week. A lot of engagement this week on the clips, dude. A lot of I won't say that I like pick out because a lot of that stuff, our clips are AI generated, right? So there's this website called Opus Clips. And you basically can just upload your whole podcast to it, and an AI generator will go through your entire episode and it'll pick out the best.
Wow.
What it thinks will engage the most. And what
I didn't know that. I thought you did that too.
So what I do is I tell it to give me like you can give it time limits, like only 30 seconds, because I don't want anything more than a minute, right?
Sure.
Because
y'all don't have attention spans anymore.
When you upload it, it'll be one story, it'll be one reel, it'll be one TikTok. I don't have to edit it. So
next thing you know, we're gonna have to start splicing in Subway Surfer to keep everybody engaged. Yeah.
But I don't give it a time limit. I just give me the best clip. And then if it's over a minute, I will go and I usually go through all of them and I will edit them a little bit. I'll add in some graphics on some of them if I want to add logos, or like on the fight one, sometimes I'll add in little pictures.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah.
But I'll go and I'll edit it to kind of clean it up and make it a little faster. And so basically I'll let it clip out the parts and then I'll go through and do kind of a
inside baseball for you guys,
right?
Man.
But sometimes I'll, like the clip of you getting your crown last week, I made that one. I went out and I edited the what I wanted, and then I uploaded it to Opus just to give me the subtitles, basically. So I uploaded like a minute thing to Opus, so it didn't cut anything out of it. It just basically added subtitles to it. So yeah, a little inside baseball there, but it's pretty good at picking out things that people will have opinions about. And so last week we had our discussion about USA Hockey winning gold, and me calling back how I said, hey, you know what? USA Hockey, NCAA Hockey might be surpassing Canadian juniors in the talent pool and things like that. And people didn't like that.
Did the Canadians show up, dude?
Some Canadians showed up, and we're just... It's always the argument of like, oh, that's why the NHL's full of Canadians. Right? Or it's like, that's why all your favorite teams are full of Canadians. It's always the argument, right?
But it's really not anymore.
But I love, my favorite thing on there is I don't troll and I don't argue with them.
Right.
Because I love the engagement. Whether it's negative, call me delusional, whatever. And this isn't negative. It's just their opinion coming back. I just put, for now. You know what I mean? And then they'll be like, what do you mean for now? And I'd be like, you know what I mean. You know, like just little things like that. You and I were going, we went back and forth about if one Canadian team can win the cup, it'll be the Jets, because it'll be the most embarrassing thing of Canada is all their historic franchises, and the first one to bring a modern cup is the Jets and all this stuff. And then I got a lot of, because obviously I rep the Sharks, because they're my babies for life.
So they're gonna sit there and talk about how we.
I know a guy in the Shark shirt's not critiquing Canadian hockey.
We can.
No,
and we will.
And my comeback to that was, well, this guy knows misery and bad hockey better than anyone, so you should listen to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've seen bad hockey a lot.
I wish we had some up right now, because we want to read it in the hey hoser, you know.
But that being said, I love it. I love the engagement. So keep it coming. You know what the funny part is? Even if they have qualms with what I'm saying, or we have a back and forth in the comments, usually those people always end up following us. Just because I think they like the engagement too. Because I always make sure, no matter what the comment is, I like it. I give you some engagement back. You know what I mean? So keep engaging in the posts.
Shout out to Cole.
We love it. Oh, and we were a split. It was kind of a split in comments on our DeMar Hamlin comeback player of the year.
I turned the whole warehouse against him.
So we had a split. We had a couple people that were just like, oh yeah, Joe Flacco, like that dude's got more tackles than DeMar Hamlin. And then we had one guy that was a DeMar defender that was just like, the guy died. He died. He came back.
We defended that point already, though.
We did.
It's not the die and come back award.
No, I'm not denying that you died and came back. What's that score? Do I see a 21?
It's 34-16. So they went up. They scored a touchdown.
That's the clock. I'm seeing it distorted through my guitar. Right there.
34-16.
So lots of engagement this week, and we love it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Keep it coming.
That's why we put those clips up there, is for you guys to tell us how wrong we are. All right, let's talk about a little bit of hockey before we get into some more NFL. Because, NFL is kind of what's important right now because of the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah.
But PWHL. We talked a little bit last week about it. We picked our favorite team.
Yes, we did. The Minnesota Minnesotas.
So after, I don't know if it was my phone listening to our conversation. So then when I went on to TikTok, I was getting a lot of PWHL stuff. So I saw a few videos regarding the shitty jerseys and the no logos or mascot, whatever. So what I didn't realize, because I'd been following it, but I didn't really... the backstory of how the league came together, I didn't really go do my homework on that. So apparently the PWHL came together in like a 10-month period.
They just threw it together.
Right?
Wow.
And apparently, because the internet does what the internet does, they trademarked logos and names for every team at the beginning.
Yeah.
And, of course, it got leaked because it's the internet. When somebody trademarks something, people can find it.
So they bought the domains,
Everybody
right?
fucking talking shit about, oh, this name sucks, this name sucks, this logo sucks, this mascot sucks. So then they were just like, okay, well, fuck it. We're going to start the league, and then we'll let the fans or, whatever choose. They'll do one of those.
We did that, though. We shit on wasn't it the Tahoe Blues or whatever? Were we shitting all over them a while back?
What are you talking about?
Remember when they were going to do like they're doing like a minor league team for Lake Tahoe?
Minor league, bro.
But we were shitting all over there.
Make it a good name. But all I'm saying is that's what happened.
Right. Okay.
Right. That's how I guess they ended up. But my rebuttal to that, because there's people defending them saying, this is what happened. Everybody talks shit and da-da-da. Okay, that's fine. Don't pick. I hate bad sports names. Sure. I want the Washington Commanders to be the Washington football team again. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I hate, so that's fine. If you pick shitty names and everybody called you out on it, that doesn't mean your jerseys have to suck.
Right.
It doesn't mean they all have to be the same design and the same font.
And it doesn't mean that they have to be $120.
Yeah, of course. But also, like, we've played adult hockey for many years. We have better jerseys than theirs. And have had since before you could even get cool jerseys made. Right? So, like, it's not hard to use different fonts and have different stripes and different different whatever.
Right.
Like, call Epic Hockey. Call up Daniel, co-host of the Bungalow Hockey Show. He'll whip you up some sick jerseys for the Minnesotas.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
I love that name.
Right? You guys are going to make us want to keep it, and then you're going to call us the Minnesota Wild Ladies or some shit, and we're going to be pissed.
Yeah, dude. They're the Minnesotas. Woo!
Dude, so that's all I'm saying is I get it. The internet sucks, and they're not going to like any decision you make. So let the fan bases vote on their mascot, vote on their logo, whatever.
Can we write in? Let's write in, dude.
I will.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean all your jerseys have to look exactly the same and have the same font.
Yes.
Like, there's a million fonts.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You could do whatever you want. Yeah. They could have even let the players chosen, like let them design their journeys or whatever.
And it takes about and for me, a nobody, takes about 4 to 6 weeks to have a whole team's worth of jerseys made. I'm sure you guys could have expedited it a little bit faster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's like you could have done that the week before. Like, it just because you don't have a name, logo, whatever, doesn't mean the jerseys all have to be exactly the fucking same.
Right.
Whatever. But what I will tell you is, let me check this real quick before I
like the purple color of the Minnesotas.
Oh, I like the color scheme.
But it stresses me out that every clip is different. It looks blue, and then it looks purple, and then it goes back to blue again. It just stresses me out sometimes,
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, is it really even purple? I start gaslighting myself.
Right. So, our Minnesotas, though,
killing it.
first place.
Yes, sir.
They were 3-0.
Yes, sir.
Up until about 10 minutes ago, they just lost to New York. So
it's okay.
3-1, but they're still in first place.
Yeah.
Kicking some ass.
Yeah, we made that with they weren't the best team at the time,
we didn't
right?
even look at the standing.
Right. And we just...
I think there was only like a couple games played.
I'm backing them, dude. Yeah, the Minnesota. This might be my identity.
Die hard fans right here.
Yeah.
Let's make our own Minnesota's gear. Dude,
yes.
And put it on the merch store.
Yes.
We're doing that.
We're doing it.
Okay. Like Barstool, like Dave Portnoy puts up Michigan Wolverines shit on there. And shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're putting up Minnesota. We're going to design
the Minnesotas.
I'm going to make this our own jerseys.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay. Look for that in the future. But I will say, for those of you who are skeptical of the women's hockey, I tried to tell you last week, the skill level's up there, right? This is good hockey. You're watching good hockey. Also, bitches be getting lit up.
Yes.
Dude. Go watch yourself a hit compilation, dude, for the PWHL.
Mm-hmm.
Some hard, because that's the one thing, hockey, a lot of casual hockey fans are they like it because it's a brutal sport. You know what I mean? They're hitting.
Yeah.
Open ice hit city out there, dude. So stop it. Stop it.
Tyler Higbee, dude.
Oh, good. He's playing. All right. There's some Ram Jam updates. But yeah. Go watch PWHL. That's all.
Minnesotas, baby.
I'm as soon as we're done with this show and you leave, I'm gonna be making some merch. All right. NHL. We had a little swapperoo. Our leading Canadian team, the Winnipeg Jets, are no longer in first place. It's now another Canadian team, the Vancouver Canucks.
They heard us talking shit.
They're up by 1 point.
They heard us talking shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just every week we just have to say who's in first place.
I am happy to see that though, dude, because they were bottom tier for so long. So
another Canadian team that was getting a lot of talk at the beginning of the season, but just because they were sucking so bad when they weren't supposed to, is the Edmonton Oilers. They are currently on their franchise best 10-game winning streak right now. Definitely complete 180 for that team.
Yeah.
Complete 180 for McJesus.
Mm-hmm.
And just stat-wise, to go from 0 to 60, like, they went from being horrible and everybody just like, what the fuck, this team is imploded.
Yeah.
Getting a new firing their coach, getting a new coach, completely turning it around, and him now in first place for Hart Trophy voting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That quick, you know what I mean? Within like 2 months.
Right. Do you think McJesus stays there?
Yeah, I mean, if they gotta win. They gotta win.
Well, I'm saying he's not gonna, but like, I shouldn't say that, but like, they gotta win. If they don't win a cup before his contract's up, he'll go somewhere where they can win. Yeah,
I mean, because the problem's not him.
Well, I thought that with Matthews too,
you know
but
I mean? I think same goes for him. Contracts don't last forever just because he's got an 8-year contract or whatever. Like, in 8 years, will he stay if they don't win?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also, I know Edmonton is a storied, like franchise, but Toronto's Toronto. Mm-hmm. These kids grow up their entire lives dreaming of playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just how, for some reason, that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
And they never win. I'm just saying.
Out in the first round.
So all you guys who talk shit about the Sharks, you know what I mean? Yeah, the Sharks suck this season. But let me tell you something, all right? A Canadian team, Sharks haven't won a cup. They've been to one. 2016, we went. Lost to another American team, Pittsburgh Penguins. A Canadian franchise hasn't won a Stanley Cup since I've been getting boners. So eat my balls, all right? They haven't won a cup since '94, since the Canadians won it in '94. Right? I wonder
when was the last time they were even in the
9 years old. I wasn't. Let's say intentional boners. I probably got like MPBs, morning piss boners, or whatever. You know what I mean? But like,
I wonder when was the last time they were even in the final?
A Canadian team?
Yeah,
the Canucks.
When was the last time they were in the final?
The Canucks lost to the Bruins in 2000. See, I want to see. Chris was still living at home.
Well,
maybe like 2006.
There's a lot of stats working against you guys.
05, something like that.
A lot of stats working against you guys right now.
Yeah. Anyways.
Eat shit. No, I'm
Eat shit. Eat shit. Oh, you guys. Yeah. I'm wearing another Shark shirt today. We went to the Cup in 2016. Eat shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't got an intentional boner. Before I got an intentional boner was the last time you guys won a cup. All right?
Oh, that's hella funny.
Fuck, Canada. Cut us a break.
Eat shit.
Sorry, we dominate your sport.
Go get your Tim Hortons.
So back to McJesus, so like, this being said about him, especially like, because honestly, like, yeah, he had a rocky start to his season, but he was injured. He wasn't 100%. You know what I mean? And the team is the team. It's not his fault when that team's bad. But like, and this kind of a crazy turnaround, like so quick, also adds to your legacy. To be able to go from 0 to 100.
Sure,
like
absolutely, yeah.
Is he an all-time great already?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be haters out there, but like, in such a short period of time, he's already an all-time great.
I mean, he's the only reason why they're even relevant right now.
But just
they have good supporting roles, but he's the guy.
Leon Draisaitl's fantastic.
He's the guy.
I think he's already a fucking all-time great.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty crazy to be so young and already be an all-time great. Speaking of other all-time greats, let's light a candle. Let's hold up a lighter for Alexander Ovechkin. All right, man.
I love that guy.
He's out again with a lower body injury. The guy's rocking heavy salt in that pepper in his hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Guys get up there and get that salt and pepper. He's heavy salt.
You think he goes till he can't anymore? Like physically can't?
So this is the question. Like, was last year and the feverish talk of how 100, like, you couldn't hardly find any hockey fan or analyst saying he wasn't going to break Gretzky's record, right? Last year. Because he was still at his fucking 80 fucking points a season.
Still killing it, yeah.
And this year it's been... We talk about it, though, in sports. Like, it's not it's rarely a gradual tail off.
It's usually a
nosedive cliff. Yeah, and and Crosby, same age, whatever. Like he's still playing at high level, but the goal scoring wasn't at the same pace as Ovechkin. Ovechkin in his goal scoring is
if you got him in the pocket right there, he was going to score
money every time. Yeah. You know what I mean? From that that left circle.
Yeah.
That there's nobody stopping it, right? But now he can't hit the fucking broadside of a barn, or he just can't get open. Like and like I said, it's a cliff. It's a fall off. So in less than a year, you went from everybody saying, well, yeah, of course he's going to break Gretzky's goal record to saying, of course not. Because he would still have to be playing at that same pace for another 2 to 3 years to break the record, right? And now with this year, the complete fall off, and he's already been out with lengthy injuries twice. I think he's done after this season.
Wow.
I mean, why keep playing at this point with him? You know what I mean? If you're Crosby, of course you're going to keep playing because he's still...
Well, he wasn't nearly as physical as Alex was.
He's having one of his best defensive years of all time. Like, he's having one of his best... Malkin's having, like, those guys are still... Because they play more of a team brand of hockey, maybe more than like... The Capitals aren't good. He doesn't have the same supporting cast that he's always had.
He has the same supporting cast. They're just, I think it's just all a harsh stuff. I mean, he's still got Oshie. He's still got all those other guys.
They've all.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they're all
Right. So, other than to break the record and not but so you know what I mean. It's kind of like either retire or kind of tarnish your legacy.
That's usually what happens, though. Isn't it? The tarnishment of the legacy. Because they don't know when to stop. This is all they do, right? It's like the same fighters who go out there.
Right, and we just watched 42-year-old Andrei Arlovsky get beat.
Yeah, it's like that's what's kind of happens, It's hard to get out of that mode when you've been pushing your whole life to where this is what you do. You eat, sleep, you train, and you do all this stuff.
How about let's say who else is out there that's an oldie?
I'd give him like another year, dude. Like, Jaromir Jagr was still out there.
But he wasn't getting injured. I'm saying he's getting injured now.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm thinking that he might quit because it's like, why keep fucking?
Well, was it play induced or was it just like because he
either way
fucking tore his ACL on the treadmill? Well, there's a difference.
Yeah, but if your body's falling apart, your body's falling apart. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like,
well, there's if someone's tackling your ankles and then you're falling over because you're on the treadmill, that's when you start to think, okay, maybe I should hang it up, right?
Right.
But if you're just taking a hit,
sure,
that's different.
Your body withstood that hit 5 years ago,
right?
And now it's not. So it's like, I'm out here. I'm not going to break this very specific record that not even a year ago I was supposed to easily break. Now my body is breaking every time I get bodied up.
I don't think he listens to that shit though.
He doesn't have to. It's happening to him.
No, but I'm saying like I don't think he's listening to them talking about whether he's going to break it or not. I know that they ask him about it, but I don't think that's in his even in his thought process right now.
I think 100% when you're that close to something, you don't need people talking about it. You know what your stats are. You know what I mean? Like this, take the record out of it. Just the injury thing, and you not playing the way that he doesn't.
I am talking too much shit because when I was playing Dirt League, I knew exactly what my stats were every game going into every game.
But stats aside,
yeah,
right? If he was putting up if he was at 50% of his point generation, as he's been his whole career, he's still a viable piece of that team, right? He's not even at a percentage of what. He's not adding anything to the team. He's already got 2, semi-severe injuries. It's not even halfway through the season yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's a dad now. You know what I mean? You want to be able to go skate with your kid and not be a fucking cripple.
I think I don't know about this year. I think maybe by the end of next year, I think he'll give it one more.
Okay, you heard it here, people. Joey's putting it on record. What else? Hockey news. Oh, dude, did you see the All-Star jerseys?
No, I didn't see them. So you said you're saying after this year for him, and then I said after next year.
After next year.
Okay.
The All-Star jerseys are ugly as fuck.
Are they really? They've been ugly as fuck.
Yeah. Look them up. I don't have the graphics up. Maybe I'll bring the graphics back next week. I don't think it adds a whole lot to the show. They look like Doritos bags, dude. Like. They're fucking garbage. Hold it up to your camera if you fucking.
I will. Hang on.
If you bring them up, Again.
Oh my
jerseys
God.
are not hard to make and design. How do they keep getting it wrong every year?
It's a Justin Bieber collaboration.
How do they get it wrong? They're garbage. They're absolute trash.
What color is that?
Well, there's four colors.
I was looking at the yellowish color.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
horrible. I'm sorry, guys. It's taking a while to load up, but
this turned into jersey talk, but it's just like it's trash.
It's important. Jersey talk is important.
It is, because for guys like us who will never be pros, I just want to see something pretty out there on the field. I want to see something pretty out there on the ice.
I respect a good jersey, dude. Even if you're a bad team, if you got a great looking jersey, it's hard to not respect
You're winning.
that team.
You're already halfway there if you got a good looking
Does ESPN have like a thing to not show what they fucking look like? I'm sorry, dude.
It don't matter. Don't apologize to these people listening. And then last thing on the NHL, I know I talk about the Sharks every week, and they're bad. They're the worst. I want them to stay there so they get the thing, but they got their asses beat by the second worst team in the NHL.
Yeah.
On Friday night, last night in the Ottawa Senators.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not expecting them to beat anyone at this point, right? But don't lose 5-1 to the second worst. There you go. Hold it up to the camera. Show them how ugly those fucking things are. Just get
my God. Okay.
Just bring that 4-piece up there and show it to them. Look at these fucking things. If you haven't seen it, look at that. Look at that. Hold it back a little bit. Oh, it's all bright. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're garbage. They're actually absolute hot garbage.
Turn down the brightness.
No, it wasn't you. It was it. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Oh, so bad. So terrible.
Hot garbage.
Anyways, whatever. Sharks suck. They suck worse than suck right now. They lost to the Senators, the second worst team in the league, 5-1.
Sorry, dude. The All-Star jerseys suck harder than the Sharks do.
Yeah, that's right. Whatever. All right, let's move on to the NFL. Score that game right now, Joey.
47-16.
Fuck, dude.
Sorry, dude.
Bet with your gut. I'm changing it.
Dude, the Cowboys fans are sweating.
I'd be so happy right now if I bet with my gut on this parlay. Because I knew that the Packers are going to win this thing. Yeah. But I said, don't bet with your gut, Cole. Be smart.
You also didn't bet with Betalytics either, though.
I didn't, but I guarantee you Betalytics said that the Cowboys are going to win this game. I guarantee you. Anyways,
yeah.
God damn.
Wow, 47-16. That's
upsets,
beautiful,
man. I mean, fucking.
I can't wait to fuck with a lot of Cowboys people.
We talked about it, so let's move into the NFL. Upset yesterday. The Houston Texans smoked the Browns. C.J. Stroud, another rookie, and Jordan Love, technically not a rookie.
J.J. Watt.
Jordan Love, not a rookie, but it's his first starting season for the Packers, and just fucking looking lights out. C.J. Stroud, an actual rookie. Going to the playoffs, first season with a team that was supposed to be a rebuild, just smoking the Browns and that Browns defense, which is one of the best in the league.
You got 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck that game. We're moving on. Rams, Ram Jam. And then also we had Dolphins, Kansas City. Other than people who were Dolphins fans, I don't feel like anybody thought the Dolphins were going to win that game for a few reasons. One, their whole MO all season, obviously they dropped 70 on Denver. Like, they had a high-flying offense, but they smashed bad teams, and they lost
to good teams. Yeah.
And then also just towards the end of the season, people kind of started figuring them out a little bit, I think, because their offense wasn't as explosive as it had been all season.
Right.
And then we talked about the weather. It was -5
Cold
with a
as
wind
shit.
and chill of -31. And the stats that I liked looking at, because I don't like actual stats, I like weirdo stats, is in any game that was below freezing, the Dolphins were 0-10. So just little things like that.
They're used to that Miami Heat, dude, you know?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And you got Tyreek Hill, who came from Kansas City. You know what I mean? But you get used to playing in sweaty socks rather than frozen mustaches. And it really showed last night because the Dolphins didn't do shit. Kansas City, and they got Rashee Rice. That was a missed opportunity on my part. Because you know me, I like my anytime touchdown bets, and it was Rashee Rice or who did I end up putting it on? It wasn't Rashee Rice. My gut said Rashee Rice, but then I'm like, no, it's going to be so cold. They're going to be running it a lot more. So I put it on their running back instead, and he did.
How much do you think that football hurts to catch it when they throw it to you? It's gotta hurt, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, Kansas City Chiefs, Houston Texans won yesterday or Saturday. You guys are watching this on Monday, so all the games are done. And then today, obviously, we're talking about it currently. The Cowboys are getting smashed by the Packers. The Rams going to Detroit. It's going to be an interesting game. We alluded to it a little bit at the beginning of the show. Is like Jared Goff, Matt Stafford, they got traded for each other.
I think it's a highly anticipated game. It's got to be, right?
It is. It's got to be. You've got Detroit bars telling people do not wear a Stafford Lions jersey in here.
You see Eminem's like, just let us have it, Stafford.
Yeah, he's like, Stafford, I was there for you in LA when you won that Super Bowl. I was supported.
Just let us have it. Yeah.
All that desperation shows me is that the Rams are going to win this fucking game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the Detroit has had the season. They've had a great season. They won their fucking division for the first time in
Motown's
40
no town,
years,
you know.
Whatever. They've been good. But the thing about it is, Stafford. Say what you want to say about the guy. He was an all-time great.
He was
before he won a Super. When he was still in Detroit.
Yeah.
A team that never.
We were talking about him, about how well he was, like about how good of a quarterback he was.
He's great.
Yeah.
And then he gets traded to the Rams. They win a fucking Super Bowl because he's great.
Yeah.
This year, he's injured a little bit, missed a couple games. The Rams are in a rebuilding. They don't fucking have anybody. Their great defense kind of falling off. And they're in the fucking playoffs.
Let's do this real quick. Detroit wins. Do you think they win their next game after this?
Detroit's another one of those teams that had a great season, but again, towards the end of the season, kind of petering out a little bit.
Because I'm pulling my bets towards if Detroit wins, they lose their next game. And I think that the Rams have the momentum to continue winning.
I do too. That's my thing. Yeah. It's like that Detroit offense was what was winning them games. And it's kind of the St. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, like it's just kind of fallen. It's kind of petering out a little bit. And the Rams have been consistent and then have been going upwards. Yeah. And Puka Nacua, like obviously he's the greatest rookie season of a wide receiver, I think, in NFL history. Cooper Kupp is, fully healthy back, and he's one of the greatest, playing right now. Kyron Williams, their rookie running back.
What's nice is that Stafford has options.
He has options.
He's got options.
And Tyler Higbee obviously playing tonight. And then that running game, that Kyron Williams guy, dude, that dude is just...
He's killing it.
Him and Puka Nacua save the season for the Rams because they're rookies, so you never know what you're going to get with rookies, and they have completely turned that team into a contender rather than just being a rebuilding. And you got these rookies, we'll see what they can do within the next couple of years.
And
it's
they were doing a damn
now
thing.
We can see what they're doing right fucking now.
Right.
Add in Hall of Fame quarterback Matt Stafford, and you're off to the races. And like you said, I'm not saying they're winning the Super Bowl or anything. No. But if they get past this, I see them having a chance to be more successful than
the Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah. The Detroits.
The Detroits. And it's not fair. Michigan can't win twice, dude.
I know.
You know what I mean?
They just won. Yeah. All right.
You can't win twice. Choose one. Football, or college, or the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So... obviously I'm biased because
You're a Ram Jam.
I'm a Ram Jammer, but I have no more money on it because of the fucking Cowboys. Yeah. And my betting account's empty now because of the Cowboys.
Oh my god.
So I won't have any money riding on this game tonight, just my feelings.
I'm sorry, dude.
And that being said, maybe that's a better thing, though, right? You know what I mean? Because I'm not sitting there wanting the Rams to win so I can win money. I just want them to win because I'm a fan.
Yeah, because you're a fan.
You know?
Takes the pressure off,
and just that name, Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua. Yeah.
I got to get me a Puka jersey, dude.
Shuka Puka Nuka.
But he's a Mormon, dude. He went to BYU.
Is he?
A lot of Hawaiians are Mormons, you know?
I did not know that.
Isn't that weird?
Is Jason Momoa a Mormon?
No, he's just a bad actor. But anyways, by the time these guys are watching this right now, you know, we talked about this last week, is you're going to watch us talk about football games that as you're listening and watching have already happened.
They're going to sit there and be like, these guys didn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
They're talking about these fucking guys over
I knew it the whole time.
I know.
I knew it the whole time.
But that being said, let's get into, it's going to be a little bit of a longer shout out because it also involves some statistics.
I have a shout out too.
What will you go first then?
In F1 news.
Oh yeah, we gotta bring back your corner.
Well, long time team principal Gunter Steiner for Team Haas F1 is no longer with them anymore.
Oh, he died.
They left. He's still alive.
Died.
He's still alive. He is just he's not there anymore.
Okay.
Sucks, man. Sucks because they're a small team and it's hard to compete with the other ones who have a much bigger bank account. You know.
Now, did he retire or did he just leave?
No, they left. I think it was a forced leave type of deal. You know. You know,
mutually parted.
Yeah, Gene Haas. He's the of Haas Automation. They're he doesn't want to put any more money into it because they haven't been performing for the past few years. But in F1, that's how you perform, is you put money into it, you know. So it's kind of counterintuitive. And so you have somebody who's not really race related, you know, with someone who is definitely race related and is trying to give him everything. And he's the only marketable part of Haas. Like, you know, he took like a lead role on the Drive to Survive type of deal. So everyone, most people like him, you know, like him himself. And so with him gone now, you have two decent drivers. Mediocre, right? And, you know, I don't know. There's just not much left. But shout out to Gunter Steiner. I would drive for him any day. But
yeah, maybe we'll pick him up for the Bungalow Sports Show race team.
I love it because he's I don't know, Gene. I have to see. It's all fucked up, Gene. You know.
All right, my shout out. This is going to be one big advertisement for the Bungalow Fight Show. Okay, my shout out goes to Alexis Castaneda, my stalwart. My buddy, my co-host on the Bungalow Fight Show, the mastermind behind our picks that we give out every week. If you do not follow the Bungalow Sports Show and Peak One on social media, Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads, TikTok.
You guys are on Threads?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're on everything, bro. Go follow us because I put these picks out every week. And if you didn't know, we are at nearly 70% just on our money line, just picking winners. Just before we talk about parlays, specific bets, just picking the winners of the fights. Alexis and I are at, let's go right now. I don't know the math right now. We'll get to it on this week's episode now that we've got our new set of picks, but we're near 65%. If you are over 50% in almost any type of sports betting, you are a professional gambler or considered a professional picks giver.
Wow.
Being over 50% in gambling, sports gambling, is crazy, right? And MMA specifically, because it is very hard. I've said this ad nauseum, but we are at 65%, dude, hovering around there all last year, right?
Nice.
And we've decided in this new year, Alexis has decided to section out our picks and kind of be a little more specific, right? Because instead of just giving winners for the fights, I'm making the graphics are a little more in depth, giving out specific parlays, specific dogs, more specific. And this week was the first UFC of the year where we've decided to go our new route. And we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 4, right? Just in picking winners. All right. And out of our two dogs of the week that we picked, we went 50%. Preston Parsons won. Our props of the week, we went 5 and 1. All right. We had Johnny Walker versus and Kylev doesn't go the distance, hit. Jim Miller within the distance, hit. Marcus McGee within the distance, hit. Jean Silva, KO, hit. Joshua Van, KO, hit. All right. Parlays of the week, 3-0. All right. Joshua Van, Fareed Bashwat parlay, hit. Joshua Van and Jim Miller within the distance, hit. 4-leg 5-leg, Joshua Van, Fareed Basharat, Jim Miller, Bruno Fajeda, Marcus McGee, parlay, hit. If you follow us on social media and you follow our bets, you're fucking making money. All right? And if you follow us and you're still not making money, don't blame us for your extracurricular activities that don't involve us. And out of that 7-4, I'm not saying, yes, did I do a giant parlay of the entire card of our picks? Yes, and of course that lost. We went 7-4. But if you bet individual bets on all of our picks, you won, even in just the money line picks. People aren't giving you these kind of numbers, but Alexis is. I get to bandwagon on Alexis because I'm the host of the show that he is a part of. And I throw in my 2 cents during the show.
And he sits there and goes, no.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
I love Alexis. Yeah.
But so this week's shout out goes to Alexis because the motherfucker does his homework. And we're just giving you free money here, people. All right. You probably, if you're an MMA fan, you probably follow some of these other yokels out there that are giving picks. And they're not hitting numbers like these.
Nope.
They're fucking not, dude. I see it. I follow them myself. And I go, how does this guy have 100,000 followers? How does this guy have 50,000 followers? How does this guy have sponsorships?
Right.
Because he ain't hitting the numbers that we're hitting on the Bungalow Fight Show. I can tell you goddamn right now that he's not, because I follow him too. So spread the word and spread the money around on our picks because they're hitting. This is crazy. I can't wait to give the exact percentages out this week because we're going to have
This is not financial advice. We are not forcing you to do anything.
Bet responsibly.
There you go.
Bet responsibly. Hold on. Let me see if Alexis has updated it. Do we have the shared? Okay. Here we go. Lifetime record money line 84, 85, and 48. So we're at 60% lifetime. All right. We're at our parlay, obviously 3-0. Prop 6-2. Right. I basically just said that, but I'm just
you guys doing the damn thing, and I'm not kidding, guys. I do their stuff every time they post it.
Just go every time. It's real easy. I post them Saturday morning. I post the graphics. I spell it all out for you, there, motherfucker.
You got to throw down a bunch of money, man. Just a little bit on there. I'm doing like $5 bets. Alexis is doing like $1 to $2 bets.
We're not rich guys over here.
Yeah.
We do it for the love of the game, and every once in a while you hit a biggie, and it's fun. I mean, if you got it like that, bet whatever you want.
You get a little bit of a bag, and you take the kids out to Sizzler.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. If you're watching the fights anyways, even if you've only bet $1 or $2 or $5 or $10 on a fight, God, it's so much more enjoyable.
It is.
And when we track these from the first fight on the card to the last, so you could sit there all goddamn day long and watch this entire fight card from the first prelim to the main event and have some skin in every single one of them. And it's just and now I don't even need to bet anymore because now that we do these picks, I already like have a bet, like it's a free bet. And it's like I want it to win because we made the pick. You know what I mean? Right. Like, and I want to come on here and tell all you fucking people how good we are at it. Definitely don't follow my football picks. What's that score over there? What's the score?
48-24.
48-24.
And there's a flag on the play. It's currently at 5:52.
Go Cowboys.
1st and 10.
Go Cowboys. They can do this. They can pull it out. All right, Joey.
Thanks, buddy. Yep. It's been a good one.
Thanks for coming over here.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Thanks for being on the show with me.
Thanks for bringing me back, you know?
You should have never been gone.
Do I get the comeback award?
Come back.
If Damar's in it, I should be in it.
Comeback caster of the year.
Yeah.
Comeback host of the year. I'll think about it. Daniel's in Mexico right now. The co-host of the Bungalow Hockey Show.
Oh, he might
die.
Yeah.
So, if Daniel comes back from Mexico, he might edge you out.
Oh, damn it.
The comeback host of the year. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. Tune into the Bungalow Fight Show this week and hear us toot our own horns about our picks last week. It's going to be one more week till the hockey show comes back because, like I said, my co-host Daniel is in Mexico and he will be there tomorrow as well. So I'm not going to have him do it. He did a one call in from his honeymoon in Hawaii. I'm not going to make him do it again because, reception's bad in Mexico. All right, just kidding. I don't know. Is that racist to talk bad about their Wi-Fi?
They have horrible Wi-Fi.
All right, everybody. That's been a show, everybody. Enjoy your sports.